So we have marketing rocks. Great, marketing is working nicely now. We are trying to close deals, get more customers for our service business, more on retail or wholesale or whatever service business. So how do you see sales can actually thrive with these foundational applications on the for the office?
Yeah, okay. So if you're using Dynamics 365, then it integrates very, very nicely inside Teams and is a fantastic environment for access. But Salesforce too also has an app that is directly accessible within Teams. So a little bit like what we're talking about in the marketing area, but these ones are specific apps that where you're really using the full function of the application right inside Teams. Again, it's allowing quick and easy access and putting all of your information and your interactions and collaborations into one location. So it just makes it easier for business, easy to find what you're trying to do.
It's interesting because like sales people, like many times sales is all about like timing and the proper message and understand the clients. And it's an example I just had with like, we had like sales reps, and those sales reps were really time sensitive when or prospects. So we created like this really interesting notification structure in Microsoft Teams. So they were just doing normal outbound calls, but when they get a notification on Teams, they get the LinkedIn profile clickable from the prospect, what the lead score, like how many blog they watched and videos and all that. So they get all the profile information in one. So when that made a threshold or a trigger, like they downloaded one more item or sign up for a webinar, bang, that was coming. They know what to do, clicked, that went to the caller that called them and just, okay, Mr. Whoever, I saw you were signing up here. I see your profile, and it might be best to talk to sales and whatnot. And that was perfect. And many times these people were like, hey, how did you know that? Like I was just like doing this PDF download, and they were positively surprised the response from the sales team, because they actually was open for this conversation.
Yes.
We made this experiment, and if that was like 20-25 minutes after, everything went cool down. It's interesting because like they switched tasks, they downloaded something that was interesting, whatever. Okay, now I go back, check emails, and now I'm working on something else. So timing was the critical component. And
yeah, exactly.
How we know the customer on that, and that wasn't really anything as just giving the proper information in a proper time to the proper people inside the organization. So it's and honestly, it's free. It's like we are already using Microsoft Teams, so we didn't pay anything else for that.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah, that's why it's a fantastic tool for being able to do these sorts of things. Not just in the sales area, but these sorts of we've already talked about documenting processes, about having forms, about linking to the or making the other external platforms that you want to use easily accessible, but also integrating between the different things, having reports. It's all part of all major parts of the business, and within Teams, by setting up those separate either work group or functional or divisional teams, you're able to put the information that the people need within those teams all together in one place to help them do their jobs better, faster, and easier.
Yeah, and that's like interesting as you go through multiple like application, Power BI, Power Automate, Microsoft Teams, SharePoint, like Excel, all that is like adding up complexity to me, like holy smokes, how many applications we have. But as I see, those are like really cascading, that okay, now we can talk through the sales workflows in Visio, then the sales reporting in Power BI, that's shared across the organization who needs that. So it start to actually get more synergies as organizations are investing on technologies. It like can actually open up for multiple use cases. So that's super cool.
And one of sorry, Dinesh, one of the really important things you just said there was about investment in technology.
Yeah.
Businesses have already, they invest a lot in their technology, and the things we're talking about here is actually how to get more benefit out of that investment that they've already made without them having to invest into other newer technologies that only get partially used. This is about utilising what they've already got and for the best benefit for the business.
And this is what's fascinating here, that Rox, like, you can see through finance, operation, marketing, sales, HR, service management, everything as a digital advisor, because you are basically sitting on top of the normal operation. And that's when you really can actually bridge those internal silos within organizations who are like, yes, sales implemented this reporting, finance liked a better, different reporting, and they use that, and they are not talking each other, and then we have two systems to maintain and whatever. So I see that's one of the key aspects, you being a solely digital advisor for digital transformation, is basically unlocking all these kind of people's like hands are tied somewhat, and just freeing up this whole thing.